Southeast Asia is particularly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Every year, the region faces more extreme weather events that affect millions of people. It is also one of the world's most dynamic regions, and as the populations and economies grow, so does the demand for green, resilient and sustainable infrastructure. But governments cannot finance all the necessary projects on their own. Support from more sources, both public and private, is necessary to accelerate this green transition.
As we recognise in ADB, the battle for climate change will be won or lost in the Asia Pacific. And in that battle, the decisive front is Southeast Asia. ASEAN countries alone need well over $200 billion of infrastructure investment every year to keep up with the rapid urbanisation and industrialisation of the region. And all of that investment across every sector must mitigate or adapt to climate change if we're to have any chance in this battle. Bringing these projects to life requires innovative thinking, more sources of catalytic financing and strong partnerships. And this is where the ASEAN Catalytic Green Finance Facility is helping to show the way.
The ASEAN Catalytic Green Finance Facility, or the ACGF, was founded in 2019 by the Asian Development Bank and ASEAN governments linked to the ASEAN Infrastructure Fund. At the ACGF, we support the development of landmark green infrastructure projects across Southeast Asia by using innovative financing to catalyse funds from public and private sources. We also mobilise expertise to help create sustainable and bankable infrastructure projects.
The ACGF supports government-led projects which are green, bankable, and able to mobilize capital from all sources, including private capital. We also offer capacity development for government officials, as well as technical support for developing early project concepts so that they can qualify for funding. This combination of concepts, technical assistance, knowledge, and financing from ADB and partners makes ACGF a one-stop shop for catalyzing green infrastructure projects in the ASEAN region.
In Indonesia, Cambodia, and the Philippines, for example, we are supporting climate-related policy reforms and transformative green infrastructure projects in energy, transport, agriculture, and natural resources. In Cambodia, we are helping to restore mangroves and enabling small and medium-sized businesses in the fisheries sector to adopt sustainable practices. And in Thailand, we are supporting a number of ministries in issuing sustainability-linked bonds to help fund the green transition.
Our region is blessed with natural beauty, but faces with the urgent environmental issue, including climate change, deforestation, and air pollution. Green finance and infrastructure are vital, protecting our environment and boosting our economy, with benefits like job creation, innovation, and investment in sustainable projects, ensuring long-term stability and prosperity. Green finance is not merely an option, it is an imperative. The ACGS play a key role in this transformation, speeding up the transition toward the sustainability.
Since 2019, we have brought together financing, knowledge, and skills from some of the world's leading development organizations.
Infrastructure and finance are at the heart of the region's economic recovery, and these feature in most of the stimulus packages in the region. Making these green and resilient strengthens both climate and socioeconomic resilience of affected communities in the region. I believe that the ACGF will pave the way for a green recovery in Southeast Asia by integrating international standards for climate impact and by developing and investing in resilient and low-carbon projects.
By now, we have become ASEAN's most prominent platform in mobilizing ideas, capital, and partnerships to drive green infrastructure. To learn more about the ACGF, our projects and initiatives, and how we can help, go to adb.org/ACGF or scan this QR code.
We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves. We making major moves. We going all in. Like we got nothing to lose. We making moves. We making major moves.
What is up, everybody? I'm Mr. Man, and today I'm talking to you about the SDR into the e-SDR. I'm going to take you on this journey there. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Please like, subscribe, share the content, let everybody know what's going on and how this is happening. Also, I do have a Patreon, which is my private community I'm working on there. I teach you about crypto, I teach you about finances, I provide a host of information about real estate, how to purchase real estate, how to break real estate down, look at the numbers as if you're reading a book, and help you create the strategy. And the main thing with real estate that a lot of people don't know, because they see it and they assume that to purchase it, it's a lot of money, because it is. The biggest thing is it doesn't have to be your money. And I can teach you how to do this. Let's jump into this. So here on the IMF page, they're talking about now the SDR. What is it? The SDR is an international reserve asset created by the IMF, the International Monetary Funds, to supplement the official reserves of its member countries. The SDR is not a currency. It is a potential claim on the freely usable currencies of the IMF members. As such, SDRs can provide a country with liquidity. A basket of currencies defines the SDR. Don't mind the sound, that's my wifey, that's my lady upstairs practicing her saxophone. I got her that for the first year we were together for Christmas. And it's been about 6 years now and she's still practicing away because she put it away for a long period. And now she's back at it again. So she's practicing the do, 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 do. Anyways, a basket of currency defines the SDR. These currencies are the US dollar, the euro, the Chinese yuan, Japanese yen, and the British pound. Okay, so now that we have a simple understanding of that, let's jump into this. So for what's going on right now in the world, can the SDR, a typical fiat pegged to all the other fiats, can it provide the liquidity that small countries need? There are a lot of small countries out there that depend on the US dollar. And if the US dollar gets shipped there, that's what they use to survive. I'm not sure what they use in Southeast Asia, but they don't have their own little currencies in certain places. So there's now going to be exotic currencies. But the US dollar isn't getting shipped out there anymore. These people don't want to use it. It costs too much for these small nations to hold the US dollar, right? So too much asked of special drawings, right, in tackling climate change. This came out in January. Limitations and realities significantly constrain financial creativity. Climate change is the greatest challenge facing humankind. Trillions of dollars are needed to meet the goals of the 2015 Paris Agreement. Many low-income and developing countries require concessional and grant resources to play their part. But advanced economies face scarce budgetary resources. Jumping down. So too much is being asked of the SDR. The SDR is a reserve asset that can be allocated with an 85% weighted majority vote of the IMF's membership. A general allocation should meet a long-term global need to supplement existing reserve assets in a manner that will promote the attainment of the IMF's purposes and avoid economic stagnant and deflation. You guys, I'm giving you guys fire here. Watch as I make these connections here. Please join my Patreon. You will like the information you get there. It's $10 a month. The information you get there is much deeper than this. If you think I'm giving you what's deep now, wait till you see the connections inside the Patreon itself. The 2021, the IMF allocated $650 billion of SDR following liquidity upheaval in global financial markets at the pandemic's outset. Consistent with fund rules, the allocation was distributed according to members' weights, so advanced economies received the bulk of the funds. These tiny little countries did not receive anything because the bulk mass countries, based on their currencies, were able to get more of that, right? Based on their weight. By the time the allocation, liquidity stresses in global markets had largely dissipated, with the bulk of SDR allocations allocated to the largest IMF members with little need for supplemental resources, the likelihood was that the funds would, as in part, simply sit on their books. It would just sit on their books. Okay? So now, that fiat currency is moving too damn slow. Digital SDR to enhance payment systems back in 2019 by OMFIF. e-SDR composite token could improve back-end processes and lower compliance costs. Cross-border payments are growing rapidly, propelled by service trade, demand from foreign investment flows, and workers' remittances, but remain costly, slow, and opaque. Processes are complicated by the presence of multiple parties, regulatory approaches, and capital requirements, as well as different in technical and operational standards, legacy systems, and infrastructure. Concentrated market structures and information asymmetries exacerbate the cost. Businesses and individuals are looking for faster, more convenient, transparent, and inexpensive cross-border payment methods. While there have been innovations, they are often limited to the front-end user experience. The back-end clearing and settlement payment networks still go through traditional value chain optimized for high-value, low-volume transactions involving banks. There is a burgeoning need for technologies to improve back-end processes, lower compliance costs, and transform payment means. Models involve bilateral connections between domestic e-money services, extended an e-money system to multiple countries, and creating a peer-to-peer payment network accessible in multiple countries. I'm not talking about Bitcoin here. This has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Keep your mind off of that. Bitcoin is not in the same level that we're at here, okay? We're not talking about some Mickey Mouse, orange, shiny, whatever you want to call digital shine. One way to facilitate cross-border payments would be the use of digital composite asset of stable value based on the special drawings right, the IMF composite currency unit. So the development of this e-SDR has its genesis in a 2017 speech by Christine Lagarde, the IMF managing director and soon-to-be European Central Bank president. She's already there now. This is 2019. In which she said, the fund will also have to be open to change, from bringing new parties to the table to considering a role for a digital version of the SDR, right from the horse's mouth. The value of the e-SDR is based on the SDR basket of currencies. So essentially you can take this basket, fiat basket, tokenize it, deposit it into this digital currency, this e-SDR, tokenized deposit. It exists in the form of digital tokens and represents a claim on the freely usable currencies of transacting parties and can be exchanged for those currencies. Pardon me if you hear my breathing and my swallowing my breath, swallowing my the liquid in my mouth there. Let me just move this mic away. Keep that in mind. I told one of the followers I would, so actively stating it out there to let you know that I'm actively thinking about it and doing that. I hope the volume is loud enough still. The e-SDR possesses banknotes characteristics. It bears a monetary value, is protected by multiple security features, is uniquely identifiable and traceable. Its supply is controlled by the participating authorities. Its values are backed by the issuing authorities, and it is interoperable across payment systems. Central banks could make use of the e-SDR by issuing what would in effect be a universal central bank digital currency for cross-border transactions. So each jurisdiction has their own CBDC, right? There's a stable coin in different jurisdiction, and then there's the CBDC from the central bank, and the central bank CBDC latches onto that stable coin. And now you got a stable coin, a CBDC backed stable coin. The central bank can also issue a fiat-backed CBDC, an air token, if you will, more like a food stamp, because it's a particular value for something. There could be a time limit on it. There could be a time frame on it. There could be something on it. Central banks could make use of the e-SDR by issuing what would in effect be a universal, okay, I read this, currency composite of its weight. It would be a stable instrument with no additional volatility, trading, or investment activity, nor danger of manipulation. To illustrate, listen to this. More central banks could join. To illustrate, Southeast Asian central banks, which already hold SDRs in their reserves, could issue e-SDRs for regional cross-border payments. Southeast Asia. Foreign exchange costs would be reduced through direct settlement between central banks, as payments would move from currency A to e-SDR to currency B. What does that look like? This is what it looks like. Here's the IMF with their special drawings, right? That they have their basket of currencies, the yuan, the yen, US dollar, the whatever else there is. The SDR unit format on RC, Ripple Consensus Ledger, down to the different, right here. That's what the SDR would be at that point. Special drawings, right, sent to countries over public ledger. And again, this is just, a pilot or a prototype still. None of this has been set into play yet. I don't know if they've accomplished pilots yet. I'm not sure. I have no idea yet. I've been looking for it. Haven't been able to find something yet if they've accomplished a pilot. But let's continue. So who could benefit from something such as an SDR, right? These small exotic currencies. I know somebody in Southeast Asia who is trying to convert remittances out there and tackle it head on. They want to attack the globe. This is a small cap company right here, created by the same individual who created Ripple, who created Stellar, and also Velo. Talk about my guy Jed McCaleb. Okay, so Velo Labs and Inception partnered to revolutionize Southeast Asian remittances. So on Thursday, October 27, 2021, Velo Labs, a blockchain-based cross-border settlement technology company, has recently formed a partnership with Inception, a financial service company that specializes in cross-border remittance in Southeast Asia. Inception is a leading international payments company in Asia. The partnership will use Velo technology to move Inception's remittance business in Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Singapore from traditional legacy settlement systems to more efficient blockchain starting this quarter. This will significantly improve not only the cost to serve, but the speed and fees associated with customer transactions. Now, just following down the line, the years, we're jumping to 2023. Velo Labs partners with Wave to boost crypto cross-border payments in Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia. So according to Foresight News, Web3 financial ecosystem, Velo Labs has announced a strategic partnership with blockchain platform Waves. The collaboration aims to promote crypto cross-border payments between Eastern Europe and Southeast Asia through Velo's QR code payment solution, Orbit. What is Orbit? This is Orbit. Check this out. So here we go. Jumping forward to March 2024. We are now April 21st, 2024. This is a month later now. Velo is enhancing its own ecosystem through interoperability. You don't say. As new blockchains and blockchain-based platforms emerge, it's crucial for these ecosystems to be interconnected, enabling users to seamlessly transfer their assets without complications. Velo is enhancing its own ecosystem through interoperability, aspiring to become a pivotal connection point for various blockchains. A significant update within Universe is its support for multiple wallet address on a single platform. Before we continue, I just want to show you what Universe is because the article brought it up. That way you guys have an idea what we're reading about, okay? So it's support for multiple wallet address in a single platform catering to users who possess multiple wallets across different platforms. This feature is essential for managing diverse assets conveniently. Furthermore, Universe is integrating multi-chain login and registration support for networks such as Solana and Tron, thereby improving Velo's accessibility and usability. Efforts are in place to refactor the user database and management code, ensuring a smooth and secure experience. Velo is advancing its blockchain integration by incorporating the Solana and Tron network, aiming to offer enhanced deposit and withdrawal functionalities to enrich the ecosystem. This initiative involves deploying Solana and Tron chain node and full node functionalities, thereby broadening the network's diversity and user options. This is why Solana's been going off, right? Solana's being used by a few chains here. Additionally, Universe is introducing a dedicated user interface UI for Solana transaction, encompassing deposit withdrawal and account management across Web Plus and mobile platforms, ensuring the seamless user experience. Cool. So here we go. Velo and Solana Foundation sign MOU, Memorandum of Understanding to establish clearinghouse for Laos digital gold transaction. Let me just show you guys where we're talking about here. Couldn't pull up a Google Maps of this place yet. I don't know if it's just brand new or what. Belt and Road portal. The official opening of the RMB clearing bank in Laos. This is what we're talking about here, okay? This photo was taken October 23rd, 2023. This shows the opening ceremony of the RMB clearing bank in Vientiane, Laos. Renminbi clearing bank opened in Laos, which will create a fast, safe, and economical cross-border settlement channel between Laos and China. Cool. That's what we were reading here. So, this came out April 8th, 2024. Velo in collaboration with his partner Lightnet. What is Lightnet, you're asking me? Here is a spotlight on Velo Labs' partnership with Lightnet. Right there. Velo Labs for faster, cheaper, and more secure cross-border payments. Velo Labs' mission is to revolutionize financial services, which are inefficient, slow, and expensive. We believe blockchain technology can underpin these improvements. Areas we are improving range from international payments to tokenized real estate. Wicked! Out in Southeast Asia to create a new, more efficient cryptocurrency exchange. The common underpinning is revolutionizing and improving financial services. We have made announcements about all of these areas, but today we want to focus on international payments, and in particular our fantastic partner Lightnet. Jumping back. So we have means now to get all these exotic currencies through clearinghouses. Clearinghouses will be used for tokenized or derivatives, for derivatives, essentially a tokenized deposit or a tokenized issuance. It's a derivative. The clearinghouse is used for derivatives. Okay. So that being said, we have the ESDR by the IMF, or a group or an entity, a consortium of banks or financial institutes or somebody else, not just one individual anymore, not just the IMF. This is Southeast Asia. They are doing things differently here now. It's not one entity to rule everything now. Everything's interoperable. So here we have straight X, Singapore dollar. Straight X, this here is an exotic currency now. I guarantee there's none or not many, if any, pairs at all with this currency right now. So when this thing can get traded against the e-SDR to get swapped out from currency A to intermediary to currency B, the e-SDR, we had gone through this already. Let me just bring this up again. And there we have it from the IMF, from the currency down there below there to the intermediary to the e-SDR, and the country B, because the IMF issues the e-SDR, not the IMF, the basket or the consortium of individuals offer the e-SDR, and you need that mechanism, that DLT in the middle there, to perform that currency swap. That's what this thing does. So you remember me showing you guys this article here. Velo Labs partners with Wave to boost crypto cross-border payments in Eastern Europe. We are here talking about another stablecoin now out in Southeast Asia, Straight X. This is SEBA, and Straight X presents CBDC solution. So here we have, jumping back in time now, 2019, SEBA starts accepting clients from 10 countries, including Switzerland. The company is regulated by FINRA, which is under Swiss law. Swiss crypto-focused banking startup SEBA on Thursday announced that it has started to take clients from 9 additional jurisdictions apart from its home clients in Switzerland. The newly added jurisdictions are Singapore, Hong Kong, UK, Italy, Germany, France, Austria, Portugal, and the Netherlands. Bunch of European countries there. With this, the banking startup is now taking institutional and private professional clients from 10 different jurisdictions. SEBA made headlines on Thursday when it received the banking and securities dealer's license from Switzerland Financial Market. Supervisory authority FINMA became the first crypto-related company to receive such license along with its market competition Signum. Ripple is partners with Signum. So let's go over this stable coin now, or this CBDC.
While digital money has been a reality for several decades, many worldwide are advocating for a new form of digital money, CBDC. A central bank digital currency, or CBDC, represents a direct claim on the central bank, hence decreasing counterparty risk and increasing financial inclusion. However, if a central bank were to issue CBDCs directly to end users, a major disintermediation of existing financial systems and a reduction in the availability of credit in the economy may occur. To address these issues, Straits X and SEBA Bank conceptualized a hybrid CBDC, in which CBDCs get distributed by existing financial institutions and a direct claim on the central bank is established. With this model, financial institutions will continue to provide credit to the economy, while making sure that money distribution is safe and compliant. To enable financial inclusion while giving new properties to money, our architecture offers interoperability across multiple infrastructures, so payments can leverage the most suited network for each use case. This enables both account-based and token-based payment systems, permissioned and permissionless networks, as well as various use cases, be it domestic or cross-border transactions, small or large amounts, or if you prioritize speed or fees. Our CBDC solution, XSGD, is already live for the Singapore dollar on the Singapore Domestic Payment Network FAST, the Ethereum Decentralized Blockchain, and the Zilliqa Decentralized Blockchain. Since its release in October 2020, over 2 billion Singapore dollars has been transacted. With consumer protection in mind, our CBDC solution is fully collateralized by cash held with a commercial bank. We are strongly committed to compliance excellence, transparency, independence, and security. Hence, our solution strives to meet the highest regulatory standards, including KYC, AML, and CFT. Transactions are monitored using the latest technology. a function to blacklist addresses and freeze funds, if prompted to do so by law enforcement, has been introduced in the smart contracts. Finally, we've also conducted full-scale automated travel rule test transfers to ensure compliance with the latest Financial Action Task Force guidelines. At a wholesale level, transactions between financial institutions and with a central bank requires more privacy. We have designed a Layer 2 solution that leverages zero-knowledge proof for institutions to encrypt the values of wholesale CBDC transactions. We believe our proposed CBDC model offers the best of privacy, performance, interoperability, and scalability all at once. CBDC is the future of money, and our already live hybrid CBDC solution paves the way forward.
Just looking at this here, according to information provided on the search result, the following circumstances could create the necessity for Southeast Asian countries to capitalize on e-SDR, insufficient and costly cross-border payments. The search results indicate that cross-border payments in Southeast Asia are growing rapidly but remain costly, slow, and opaque because there's nothing there. There's nothing. An e-SDR could help address these inefficiencies by enabling faster, more transparent, and less expensive cross-border transactions. Need for a stable digital currency for regional payments. The e-SDR, as described, is a digital composite asset of stable value that could be used as a universal central bank digital currency for international use. This ability and digital nature could be beneficial for Southeast Asian countries looking to facilitate regional payments. The search result mentioned that Southeast Asian banks, which already hold SDRs in their reserves, could essentially issue e-SDRs for regional cross-border payments. So then at that point, it becomes a tokenized deposit. If they have SDRs, they could not convert that, but like tokenized deposit that into an e-SDR. This existing familiarity and exposure to the SDR mechanism could make Southeast Asia an attractive region to pilot an e-SDR initiative. Desire to reduce foreign exchange costs. An e-SDR-based payment network could reduce foreign exchange costs through the direct settlement between central bank as payments would move from currency A to SDR to currency B. What does that look like? From currency A to e-SDR to currency B. This could be particularly beneficial for Southeast Asian countries looking to optimize their cross-border payments costs. Potential for faster implementation compared to multilateral efforts. The search results suggest that a private sector-led e-SDR initiative may hold more promise for future implementation for a global solution for cheaper, quicker, and more transparent cross-border payments. Southeast Asian countries may be interested in this potential for quicker adoption. In summary, the combination of inefficiency cross-border payment systems, the need for a stable digital currency, existing SDR holdings, desire to reduce foreign costs, and the potential for faster implementation could create the necessity for Southeast Asian countries to capitalize on an e-SDR initiative. We know stablecoin season is coming up in June. You see there that Southeast Asia in Singapore is ready to deploy. With that, please like, please subscribe, please share my content, please subscribe to the Patreon. It's $10 a month and you get a world of wealth. If you thought this was deep, wait till you get into Patreon and I teach you how to break down real estate and purchase real estate, and I show you how these cryptocurrencies are working together. I'll see you in the Patreon. Catch you later.
We making moves. We making major moves. We making moves.